recording. Cool, recording is up. Still having trouble on how to buy Bitcoin. Good stuff, man. I would never buy Bitcoin, to be honest. I see my man, CEO Armin is here. Did you change your username to Armin or something like that? Let's see. Kimmy is here. Oh, we have a new CEO here called Jerry T. Good stuff. Yeah, did you honestly change your username? I'm very curious if you did. I'm very curious if you did. Let's open up the Instagram. Let's see. Introduction. I have some ebook stuff I want to discuss with you today. I want to have a few other things with page and profile creation, some additional trainings here. Just so you know, everything in regards to with fully my name. Good stuff, man. Share the username. Just for full transparency for everyone here, my name is Alex Thompson. I basically own 4.6 million followers in total across 18 different theme pages. I basically have made this Discord. You can also see it in like my mission, purely to help you guys make your first 1K. So basically drop your questions, drop everything, your pages, like everything you want analyzed in the chat. And then I'm going to kick off the meeting in a second now to show you exactly how you can grow an Instagram page, what an Instagram theme page is, stuff like that. And also if you guys have any questions whatsoever. Let's see, how to get more traffic into my funnel at my page, Exhibit Wealth. Okay, let's start off with a few questions and some page analysis to get everyone rolling. Screens. I see my man is here as well. Okay, so you have Exhibit Wealth. How to get more traffic in my funnel at my page. What is your conversion rate, or what do you track? What are like the key components you use to like be able to make sales from this? Let's see. Besides that, I would cut down on the highlights, remove quotes, polls, tip of the day, Q&A. Only keep my story, client results, free training, growth, like the most important ones. Then never post this content again. Only post subtitle videos like you did here. Analyze the subtitle videos a lot in regards to, for example, understanding the component of what makes this go viral and what doesn't. I'm also going to quickly try to share my video capture here. Video capture. Let's see if that works. No, probably doesn't. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I get views on TikTok but not on IG. Yeah, well, it depends on what you basically do, right? With Instagram, it's really important that you do understand where you get your content from, how you post it, at what times, hashtags, etc., etc., etc. But the most important part is the understanding the reason why you do certain things. So, for example, with your Instagram page, right? We talked about it last call with, for example, Armin. Are you a CEO, right? Have you ever run and managed a marketing team, right? I have, so I can call myself CEO, whatever, right? But the only point is that you do have to be honest with yourself and also with your audience. Let's see, Raphael here, Lenny Banks. Okay, so you're basically affiliating probably for him, I guess. Lenny Banks. Nicholas, okay. What you can do is use the first line of your caption to say something like link in bio or something like that. Typically helps, but this page is not necessarily set up to gain a whole bunch of traffic. Personally, I wouldn't even sell the stuff you're selling through this page, to be honest, just because there's a huge difference in what works for certain pages and what doesn't. Let's see, Exhibit Wealth. Yeah, I would personally like, if you, let's say, want to get a lot of link clicks, you can go into the wealth niche, right? With all those wealth pages. I have a whole bunch of them that I could show you if I wanted to. Let's see, TSMMA Fundamentals Program. I'm not sure if you guys sign up for the Fundamentals Program, but it's really, really sick. Basically, I laid out everything with start here, and I'm going to be laying out in the next couple of weeks how I went from 0 followers to 4.6 million, and how Alex went from 0 a month to 20K a month at 19. And then also a bit about my story, what are Instagram theme pages, right? So for your question, Ricardo, how do I actually monetize my content, right? You don't monetize your content. You basically monetize your account. Your account posts content to be able to monetize, right? So what happens is, if you scroll all the way down, Content, caption and hashtags. I'm not sure if I cover it here. Yeah, this is most important stuff, right? But this is mainly just about theme pages itself, understanding the market research, content analysis, little things like that, and mainly understanding what you do it for, right? So at the beginning, what we do with all of our clients, we actually look at like the most important components of why you want to do certain things, really understanding that why. So the discipline that you will create is going to be much easier to be able to like continuously do this and to keep at it basically. I actually just hopped off a team meeting where we discussed the core values of the company. So that's also very important, like having a small community of people that you can talk with, right? That's exactly why I have this fucking community, to be able to discuss things with each other and to grow from each other. So nice to see everyone here again, that are similar to last time. For everyone who's new, again, my name's Alex. I'm here to answer your questions. I basically run 4.6 million followers in total, over 18 different accounts. If you want to look me up on Instagram and give me a follow, feel free to do so. I'm not super active on the story at the moment just because I'm working a lot in the back end of the company, but this is basically me. And basically I help people start Instagram theme pages, learn and teach people how to do this. But basically I also help companies scaling in revenue, traffic, etc., etc. And this Discord is purely to be created around all the free stuff, right? I mean, we have fucking 1800, nearly 1900 members right now, and there's 16 people in the call. 16, right? Like, do you know how mad that is? And you basically took action to be able to come here, right? So you really have to understand that the things you want to do and achieve in life, it all comes down to you changing, taking that leap of faith, taking that step, etc., right? Like all these people discussing stuff in the chat and all that stuff, right? It's all fun, but they're not here, right? Let's see. If you have questions, don't ask them like in the general chat, but like ask them in the chat that we have with this, right? So you can actually like open up the chat and ask questions. So first we'll handle a couple of questions. Share also your wins in the chat. I actually started a new coaching yesterday that cost me like 9K or so, and I needed to go to Amsterdam for it, a whole bunch of different shit, and it was very, very interesting. It really went really deep into who I was and how I basically make choices. But good stuff, Armin, as well, with like, let's see, I'm just gonna type in your name here. With choosing it yourself. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I would literally, I would really indeed try to scale this up really quickly because a few videos already went viral, and I know you know how to grow pages. So I would personally like really monetize this page for very soon, and optimize it for profile conversion. Right now you're losing so many followers or potential followers just by not having it optimized. Then also share your face, man. Don't be scared. Like, I would want to invite you up here to like show your face to 14 people. But showing your face is gonna get you a whole bunch of more followers and a whole bunch of more trust. And that's exactly the reason why I said, okay, do this, right? And don't follow the majority of like calling yourself CEO, and show your face. Like, it's the generally next best step for you. Let's see. Let's analyze your page, Melden. Good to have you here again, my man. Good name, short, one sort of keyword in one. I would change your bio, honestly, first thing I see, and also your Facebook 2.1, 2.0 wins. Change the color scheme, maybe optimize your logo as well. Make it more to do with hustler, for example, and not number one. Number one basically translates you winning, right? You being a winner. And I get that maybe you want to be that, but like your page is hustler, right? And you have to embody that name as well with, for example, you do. Insight from the top 1%. Okay, learn from verified millionaire. Interesting. Join the 72-hour challenge. I would contemplate this. I'm not sure if you are a millionaire. If you are, great stuff, but I'm not sure you are. And to be honest, I would either back this up in, for example, your highlights by showing a bit more about yourself, showing a bit more about what you do, who you are, or for example, changing it a bit around, because I'm sure this is an affiliate or something. Share a bit more about this. Share a bit more like how all of this works, because typically it is going to screw up your conversion a bit. Let's see. Also, do you make your reels yourself? And if so, why don't you have branding on it? Why did you change it up from this to this, for example? This before worked way better. let's see. I would personally stick to Jordan Peterson reels to do with sports, self-improvement, those types of things. See, don't underestimate yourself, right? More to do with your mind, about yourself, how to never feel embarrassed again, right? Like, about yourself. And this is basically really good stuff, because if you, let's say, for the guys that don't know, he basically started a theme page around, for example, hustler business motivation reels, right? He makes those reels himself to then get traffic to it and then basically grow the page, right? Or grow an audience through it. So what I would do is, for example, analyze the subtitle reels itself as well. Analyze the topic. So first you can use the VRSA system, right? And the VRSA system is a bit of, oh, by the way, I saw someone asking the ad here. Ryan, talk of wealth, check. Yeah. Oh, he's not in the call. But yeah, in terms of this, I would personally really recommend you to also dive deep into your own reels, right? So for example, here, well, this was a one-off, but typically all of the reels that did get a decent amount of views all were about self-improvement or a life story or something like that, right? If you made it through addiction or mental illness, whatever, right? Stop listening to music. It's all about you, right? Same thing here, self-improvement. For example, here, it's all about like the self-improvement stuff. Same thing here. Same thing with Jordan Peterson, Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Like those are the ones that did really, really good. So I would like really take a deep dive into this and really understand more about the same with this. David Coggins, right? Maybe analyze and optimize a few of the reels. Also, Akil, nice to have you here. He's basically a private student of mine. If you want to come up as well, and if anyone wants to ask questions, I think you can request it. And I can even request you to like come onto the stage. But if you have a question, you want to ask me like this instead of through a chat, feel free to type it in as well. Tumblr Diaries, we're also gonna do that one. Yeah, Mel, how much do you charge for a shout out on your page? I'm not sure what page you mean, Melden, but I have 18, so it really depends. Oh, cool. So it really depends. And overall, what were your answers to the questions I asked you? For example, with learn how to from a verified millionaire. Are you a millionaire? I would, for example, change your logo, change this color scheme, optimize your page a bit more. But let's analyze your page. AB underscore. Let's see. Tumblr Diaries. If this is it, then just type it yes if this is it. The person I'm affiliating to is a millionaire. Okay, well, if you can't back that up in, for example, your highlights, then I wouldn't do it. Okay, let's see. Fashion, art, culture, mood, chaos. I would change this in a satisfying account. More to do with satisfying stuff, for example. Or keep it to one niche, because right now it's a bit all over the place. I would remove this. You can keep this if you want to, but you can also put it like beside each other, right? Because people don't really like spam. To be honest, your account does look pretty clean, but I would embody a bit more of this type of content since both of them really worked, and stay very consistent with posting, because this was a week ago and this was 2 days ago, right? Like, your page is gonna die if you don't stay consistent. Achievable finance. Let's see. And the fun thing is, guys, for everyone that's new here, you can literally go to the channel called Sign Up. You can literally sign up to a free program I created for everyone here, and you can literally learn exactly how to build an Instagram theme page from scratch, how to grow your page, how to monetize it, how to optimize it. Everything is there, literally everything. I could even charge 1K for it if I really, really wanted to, and change up a few things, right? For example, this what are Instagram theme pages, right? Here's some benefits of owning one, right? Blah, 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 blah. Then how to optimize your username, your name, the bio, examples of bio, your color scheme, your highlights, captions, and hashtags. My goal with my caption, the hashtags itself, how to use them, how to find them, some important notes. If you aren't in the community already, blah, 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 right? Then if you go to TSMMA fundamentals, and the fun thing is below each video, in the sign up here section, you can actually like click on the link and you can go to this. You can even copy paste it into your own fucking course if you wanted to. Like, I really don't give a shit as long as people grow from this, because it took me a decent amount of time to make this, but I know, and you know, it came from me. So that's the most important part. Also a daily workflow, right? To know exactly what you need to do on a daily basis. And then you might ask yourself, what is sales? What is reflect on page? What is schedule content? What is find content? And you can all the way, and this is also what it takes on a daily basis, right? And you can also scroll down, like all the way down, and then you can find an explanation about every single topic that is shown here on the right. So for example, here the VRSA system, right? It's all on YouTube. It's all for free, guys. It literally is. And you're taking this for granted because you're just a lazy fuck. So please just get up, do something, learn something. And even if you try this and fail, ask yourself, why did you fail? Because everyone can do this, right? Virality, schedule content, reflect on page. And I'm going to be sharing as much as I possibly can. Like all the information. I'm actually going to have a mastermind in like 30 minutes or so from now, with a guy that's doing 100k, 200k a month or something like that. And it's a private, like, invite only mastermind. And I'm going to take all the notes. And guess what I'm going to do? Share it with you guys. Bingo, right? Because we all need to grow together. And that's the motto of the company. Let's grow together, right? Same thing with the community. Although a lot of fucking people don't know exactly what the community is about. That's my issue. But overall, it's really interesting and very inspiring as well. Like, the thing I want you guys to do is go into the program, like actually do all the stuff, apply all the stuff, and then come back to the, like, these calls, hop on with me, right? Even as a co-host maybe, and literally just blow us away. Literally share your results, like be like, yeah, I implemented everything, I did this. Share your wins in the wins channel, like actually get up and do something, right? Like, just be honest with yourself. Have you done the things in the last weeks to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve? Well, no, probably not. And there's also going to be whiteboard sessions in the future coming as well. Whiteboard behind me that I'm going to share. I have questions if you allow me to speak. 1000%, man. Let's see if I can invite you to... I think you need to request to come up here or something. Oh, invite to speak. Here you go. Thanks for the input. I'll change my profile picture to relate it to hustle. Yeah, indeed. And also ask yourself what you basically can do to, like, make this super good. Go ahead, Akil.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, I can. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks, Alex, for having me up. So I just wanted to ask, you showed someone that was doing custom content, and that got me curious into the advantages and the disadvantages of creating your own custom content, and whether you
Oh,
should start up with custom content immediately, or maybe start a reposting page first with quotes and then switch to customs.
good
Because I
questions,
mean, at
man.
first you could, yeah.
Good
Mm-hmm.
questions. Basically what I would do is, oh yeah, one little thing before I explain how and what. I am going to be hosting more of these calls, but more randomly as well throughout the week. So I'm going to be randomly saying, okay, we're going to do a performance session right now, a quick page reflection, whatever it is that you can just jump into. I'll ping everyone in the community, but just so you know, to kind of switch it up from time to time and just do it randomly, basically. So make sure to be active. But question or answer for you is basically, I would do a reposting page to maintain and increase the quality of growth. Um, I would do a page with subtitles only if you really understand how subtitles work, where you get the good clips from. Don't just pay for subtitle videos and post it on online. You really have to understand that the clip itself has a lot of value and the text you put over it has a lot of value. And also the clip itself, in terms of the theme, in terms of what it says, right? The VRSA system. You can literally apply that system to the clip itself, understand what that says, and then apply that to the clip and to the whole piece of content. It might not make super big sense right now, but you knowing where you got the clip from is going to be more important than the clip and the overlay and stuff like that itself. And also for this, for example, I would put same thing here. For the subtitles, I would have small words, right? Like maybe 3 words maximum, indeed, like this, right? 1.5 mile, or
Mm-hmm.
like, you have to really keep the speed into it, and you can also analyze different pages that are doing this. What I would, for example, do is look at a few big pages that are doing this. For example, Income Parents, right? I know the guy as well, Moise, and he focus a lot on quality as well, but he also focuses a lot on clips, right? So if you, for example, look at this content, I can guarantee you right now, that this content has been shifted with, for example, clips, right? So what I mean with clips, there's multiple clips in between of the whole video, right? So if I click in here, garlic is a very blah blah blah. There will be an image indeed, or a video clip in between people saying it, right? He does have the text pretty big, right? Clean, simple, right? Italic, also italic bold, and then he well, see, clip, right? This wasn't part of the initial video. Then an image, then clip or clip, right? So every few seconds he has a clip, which makes the video more entertaining, right? Like every few seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let's do it from the beginning. Actually, we'll just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 or 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. So every time there's like a few seconds in between to switch the clip around, and you can actually like measure this for yourself as well by counting and just typing it out, right? You can even see it in different clips. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right? So there's sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4, right? So it's so interesting, man. If you really just analyze pieces of content that went viral already, images they use, how they structure it, how quick it goes, it's so sick, man, because you can literally blow up from this as well. Even, for example, applying this concept to your own page. Meldon, this is what I would recommend you do. This. And understanding where you get the clips from, and overall, what the main topic of your page is, right? For example, this goes a lot about health, right? Health. For example, this vitamin D. There's an idea that's sort of growing now that you can get enough sleep, health. When you inhale, health. Actually, even better if you go for eating, health. Bro, you want to hear the statistic that I've heard recently? Hospitalians, yeah, health. Garlic, health. Right? Food has to do with health, right? So every little thing has to do with health here. And people are so fucked up about the idea that they look at all these reels and be like, oh, I'm gonna make the exact same subtitles. I'm gonna copy the exact same style and this and this and this and this. There's more to it. There's basically more to it in terms of the video itself, the style of itself, and obviously, in general, the video itself. But yeah, overall with this, right, the daily workflow, what I was sharing here. Oh, sorry, Akil, did that kind of answer your question?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to ask something briefly. So, could you use a strategy like I want to kind of think of how they find their content? So, do they find clips that are already going viral with subtitles and then repackage them in their own format and branding and using their own techniques?
Both. They basically indeed look at it in that way. They indeed look at different pages, and they basically like indeed see what goes viral, but it's more so on different platforms. So YouTube, TikTok, etc. Those are the most famous ones. Or for example, new podcasts that come out, and just famous podcasts in general. As you can see, a lot of these are like podcast related, right? So that's also something you have to do with your videos, right? Is your subtitle video page, is it more to do with podcasts? Is it more to do with speeches? Is it more to do with, in general, advice with David Goggins running, right? Like, you really have to analyze where does that come from. Watch podcasts and get clips from there. One podcast can get you 6 good clips. Indeed, but the thing is, you have to understand the topics that will go viral on your page, and also the format of how certain subtitle videos work a lot as well. So we'll actually go to one of my clients' pages that has been blowing up recently. He went from 0 to 25k in, I don't know, 13, 14 days. So with him, go to school, okay, someone sitting down like that, someone sitting down like that, okay. What I told him as well is that you would look at, for example, this. He edited this himself. He basically took one clip and he put the other clip behind it, right? So he took like one clip and edited the other clip behind it. So it has more to do with uniqueness, making clips unique that people haven't seen before. Okay, people sitting down. we analyzed it a lot as well. For example, this person was very zoomed in. Very zoomed in. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. Hopefully his page didn't get deleted. But there's like certain videos were really zoomed in, and that's what basically made his page better than others. But indeed, to answer your question, podcasts, speeches, new latest trends and speaking gigs, whatever, right? Those are like the top ones that I would really like analyze for yourself. And how you can analyze them is just type in on YouTube top 6 podcasts or whatever it is. Fluxo G, nice to meet you, man. I'm very happy that you attended. This call is basically to help you make your first 1K online and to grow your first 10,000 followers if you haven't yet. And if you have, then to grow your income from 1K to 10K or 10K till 20K. Got later right a lead here, Alex. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, so indeed, for you guys as well, that everyone who's listening up till now, feel free to ask questions, drop them in the chat. You can basically like tap on it, and then there's like a little chat box on the top right, where you can tap on and then chat with each other. So you came at the correct time, man. We're gonna analyze your page. Brighter wealth mindset. So indeed, same advice as I had for you last time. Change your username, make it 2 keywords or 1 keyword. Don't have a dot in it, don't have an underscore. Tip for you is basically to sign up for the programs we have completely for free, guys. I'm not going to sell you anything. You can basically sign up for it in the sign up one in, let's see, in start and welcome. There's a channel called sign up. Oh no, sorry, never mind. In premium, there's called a channel sign up, and you can click on that and you can actually sign up for all of our free programs in there that will literally show you everything like this. And you'll also get access to like the link that will provide you to here, right? So every single link here, for example, this link at the top, you will get access to everything like this, right? What is the TSMMA University? How do you spend your time? Fundamentals here, week 0, prepare, lay the groundworks, right? Understand Instagram, analyze competitors. This is, for example, a bloop or like a competitor way to list it out, right? Make a list of your competitors, choose your niche, main niches. How do you choose your niche? End of week 1 summarization, understand Instagram, analyze competitors, and choose your niche. Then week 1, launch your fucking page. Create your page, create an email. These are all the step-by-step things. And if you don't know exactly how, go back to obviously the start your Instagram theme page one. Then understand the algorithm and grow your page. Understanding how the algorithm works. Explanation here. Growing your page, understanding how to do that. Important notes for engaging with people. How do you engage? What comments do you think will be noticed sooner? Summarize week 2, right? Do you oh sorry, my man Marcus, do you recommend spamming posts and reels or just try to scale a few in the start of a page? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but ideally I would also recommend you to go through the program because it shares that you shouldn't post more than X, Y, and Z times. Personally, I would start out with testing phases. This is basically what we call it for every single client. It's basically testing phases of doing one particular action. For example, I'm going to post 2 times a week in this niche, in this strategy, in this way, in this, right? So what's going to happen is that during that week, you will analyze and you will get the results based off of the strategy you chose to do, right? Your phase. So your phase could be, I'm going to post 2 times a day at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. and the exact times and what times to post, what hashtags to use, everything is shared in here. So if you haven't sign up, right? Then from there, during that phase, you will get feedback, and then you can change that from week to week basis. So phase 1 could be use 3 hashtags, then week 2 could be use 5 or whatever, right? You can change everything around your caption, your bio, your highlights, the content itself, how much you post per day. But I wouldn't recommend spamming posts and reels or just try to scale a few in the start of a page. I would never recommend to spam posts. I would also recommend when you do start out, post minimum once a day consistently. Really get into it. Kevin, long time no speak, man. You went away again. Kevin, hello. Then if you recommend spamming posts and reels, I would never recommend doing that. I would try to scale a few in the start of the page. So I would recommend you do like post once a day minimum. You can also up it to 2 times, but test it out for yourself during that phase. Test it out by choosing what the fuck you want to do. Do you want to go for 2, 3, 4, but I would never recommend to do more than 4 or 3 even at the beginning. I would stick to 1, 2 maybe. But it also depends a bit on your niche and your competitor like layout, right? By the way, if you guys need any feedback in general from the whole program itself, feel free to ask this in the community as well, and drop like your competitor list, your questions, all everything the way you chose, and all the kind of homework that I shared in here. You applied for yourself, share it back into the community, and I can also give you feedback throughout the week as well. What do you think is better, the smaller sponsored posts, ads, or selling the whole account once it gets there? Never sell your account. It's the worst thing that you can do. I'm not sure if you're still here. No, you aren't. I would never recommend to sell your account because it's literally digital real estate that you're giving away. If it's not growing, if you don't like it, if you hate it, then sell it for sure. But I would never recommend selling it, just because the only reason why you don't sell it is because you don't know how to make money, right? So your thing that you should be focusing on is how do you make money from your page, right? Get help, network with people, exchange value, buy a program, buy a coach, buy a course, buy a mentoring, right? It's all different. Buy consulting sessions, also different than coaching, also different than mentoring, right? Let's see, how do I gain followers, or should I okay, the person I'm affiliating is a millionaire. Yeah, 50-50. How do I gain views? Walter Hart Worldwide. Love the name, man. Share your username. Can you please check the page? I followed your advice and now my views are going like hell. Well, that's shit. Let's see. I'll check your page, man. Let's see. Keep your, like, make them more bold, make them more outstanding, let people see them basically. Or like put like a gray overlay, for example, like this. Make it bigger. Yeah, the advice I had for you last time was doing something like this, making the text bigger and not like smaller, right? Like, for example, is you can definitely keep the Cobra logo in there if you want to. The thing is with my advice, I never like tell you what to do, but I basically just give you advice on what I think is best for you right now. So what I would do is like keep the text shorter, keep it like one line of like between 3 and 6 words per line, or like 3 and 5, something like that. Make it speedy. Change up the clips, like have like shifts in clips, for example, like this, right? That works pretty well as well. Typically cars work pretty well. CEO Fluxo. I guess this is your own account. Learning you help Wi-Fi money. Yeah, I analyzed your account last time. I basically told you to not call yourself CEO. Overall, I don't think your page is doing shit, man. I think it's doing pretty well. It's getting more consistent views than before. I would analyze the clips from before. Analyze why that you change up the clips. Where did you get the clips from? Stuff like that. And if you have any other specific questions, drop them in the chat. Can you please? Oh yeah, I know. How do I gain views? I'm thinking about starting an Instagram theme, but just wanted to know if you got any recommends. I'm not sure exactly in what niche, but what I would do, Walter Hart Worldwide, is join the program I have completely for free. It's basically, if you scroll up in the community on the left, you'll see the chat called Premium, and then sign up, and then you'll be able to sign up there to access it completely for free. And that's exactly where I share all of this stuff. Start selling, how to scale and reinvest, what the most important components are, everything. I explain everything A to Z here. Also what Instagram theme pages are, right? How to set up your account, what username, bio, color scheme, everything. So I would recommend you go for that and really understand that, build up a document, and then do it from there. Just because of you, the views are going consistently high. Oh, they're going higher. I was about to say, like, I thought you say are going like hell. I thought you meant like bad. My bad, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the thing is, you can see results from just asking advice, but don't be afraid to ask, right? Same thing with what I told Armin. Like, his Instagram was CEO Armin, right? Same with you, Fluxo. Like, never call yourself CEO depending on the goal of your page. If your goal of your page is to sell to like below 20-year-olds or 18-year-olds, completely fine, do it. But if your goal is to actually build a company that you could later exit or, like, for example, sell for millions, don't call yourself CEO. Like, every single person that would want to invest into your business is gonna really like be like, nah, never mind, right? So same thing with you, Fluxo. If you really want to gain that trust, right? Same thing what I discussed here, right? Fundamentals, not this one. Sales is depending on a few principles, right? So authority, credibility, trust, know-how, and relatability. If you can relate to the person, checkbox number one. If you know how, so if the person knows exactly that you know what you do, right? Same thing with Instagram theme pages. If I, for example, don't have 4.6 million followers myself, or if I don't make money from it, why could I teach you? Why could I show my stuff to you and help you, right? Like, doesn't make sense at all. So I first need to do it myself, continue to do it, and then teach others, right? Same thing here. Then trust, super important. Share my face, share my screen, share my full name online, right? Everything. Be an open book. Who cares, right? If you truly believe that you can, like, make a change, and if you literally can change people's lives, you don't give a shit about your face. You don't give a shit about what people say about you, what everything. You don't give a shit, because at the end of the day, you're doing it to change people's lives, right? And not because you want to be liked online or something like that. Of course, I wanted to be liked as well at the time, but not anymore. That's why I'm giving all the shit away for free and doing these calls without charging, right? Um, then credibility, right? So you need to be credible. You need to be a person that actually has results. And how do you get results without having results at the beginning? Is giving away stuff for free. You can reach out to X amount of people per day, send 10 DMs to your ideal customer per day to ask them if they want to hop on a free course, free program, free consultation call, and give feedback after the call. Collect testimonials and reviews, put them all on your page, and then people see and know what you're talking about, right? So you're leading by example and not by words, because that's the worst thing you can do. So that's why me showing this stuff and me doing this stuff with you now live, sharing my screen, works way better than me telling you stuff in the program, right? Because I could have also copy pasted it. Who knows, right? So at the end of the day, you don't know shit. And that's exactly what these calls are super valuable for, but also the consultation calls, or also coaching, or also mentoring. That's like this, right? Because then people see you, and if they don't get results, if they get scammed, they can fuck you over, right? Not your CEO Armin page, let's say. So the last one is authority, right? If you have authority with what you do, it kind of goes hand in hand with credibility as well. If you're an authority figure in, for example, your niche, people want to come to you for that one specific thing. So as I just said, one specific thing, right? Or two specific things. So at the end of the day, you're not going to Grant Cardone for mental advice, right? Maybe for mindset advice, but not mental advice. How do I become the most restful person on the planet and feel happy in my life, right? You'll come to him for business related topics, marketing, sales, right? Go, go, go. Mindset as well, but not mental health type of issues, right? You can definitely ask him, nothing wrong with it, but at the end of the day, it's more likely that you would ask someone else than him, right? Same with David Goggins. You're not going to David Goggins to make yourself like, hey Goggins, can you show me the easiest way of life and just like the way I have to suffer least, but like do feel good about myself? Then he would say, get the fuck up, Alex. You're shitting me, right? You're coming to me, the hardest fucking man on the planet, right? You're giving me the shit. Come on, run 100 kilometers right now to give me to as an challenge because you just asked me that, or as a consequence because you just asked me that, right? So it's really funny. It's really funny how that stuff happens. And just in terms of authority, that's basically what you need to create, right? You need to have authority in one specific thing you do. For example, for CEO Armin, right? If you, for example, really good in wealth pages, set up a program in how to get X amount of link clicks, or partner up with really big coaches to help them with link clicks, whatever it is, right? Help them get more revenue, right? So with helping people, it's basically through a few ways. Either you help them make more money, or you teach people how to make money, right? Or how to go into making money. So, or you make money yourself by making other people money, right? It's all about money, money, money. That's basically what it is. And it's also about what a lot of people say, bringing value to the table. But the value also translates in eventually revenue, most of the time in business, right? Or exposure, which eventually leads to revenue. Same thing with human resource management, right? Why is that valuable in a business? Could you guys name an example? Why is human resource management, so management of people, important in a business? Share it in the chat if you know. Just started working on my own course of theme page, affiliate marketing, SMMA, trading, crypto, dropshipping. Okay, well, again, Fluxo, same thing as what I said here. If you want to become an authority, one of the parts in sales, right? Don't do all of those things at the same time. Really try to dial down on yourself. Try to understand for yourself, what are you good at? Don't share 100 different things around 100 different topics which you're not the expert in, right? I'm not going to come to you if I want to learn about all that stuff. If I want beginner and basic knowledge about that, I would think, well, I'm going to get that on the internet if he teaches that many different things, right? So, you know, and the reason why it worked for Andrew Tate is because he hired other people and he got the capital, and people know that he got the capital, or he has the capital to be able to hire other people as well, right? So that's basically the issue. But share it in the chat if you guys know why human resource management, so the management of people, management of employees, there's a whole department in that. It's called HR. Why is that important in a business? Why is HR important in a business? Leverage. I have a team who will make the course for me. Okay, but if your team have they earned, for example, 5, 6, or whatever thing you're promising? Have they already earned that money in that certain area, right? Leverage. I'm not sure exactly what you mean with that, but HR, why it's so valuable, right? Because it leads to more revenue. And why is that? Because people feel more part of something. They feel they're a part of a team, right? In HR, it's super important because the person who runs it, the manager or the department or whatever, basically keeps a track of the performance of the employees, right? It's all about people on people on people, right? So some people, client managers, focus on the health and performance of the clients, right? The client retention. HR does it for the employees. Let's say the HR isn't there. Employees are going to go to shit. Then the client retention is going to go to shit because the client managers are the people, and the people get managed by other people, right? And those people get managed by other people, right? So it's all like tuk, 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 tuk. Right? So if like one of the biggest leverage thingies, or one of the biggest components are missing, for example, a good HR manager, then you can have 100 employees in 100 different areas, but if you don't have a good HR manager, it's only a matter of time before like all these employees get burnt out, don't know what they want to do, come up with all sorts of problems, your team culture goes to shit, right? So it's really important that you do understand that each component of the business goes hand in hand with each other, right? If you don't have a good marketing system, your sales are going to be shit because you're going to attract the wrong people, right? Or not consistently. So your sales managers and salespeople are going to be mad because they don't consistently get leads, right? They don't consistently like get people to their DM, to their link in the bio, to their website, whatever it is, right? Also, there's an ebook in the program as well that will go all the way up to here, explaining the TikTok strategy, a whole bunch of shit basically, and it's in the resources section in like the community as well, so you can go to that as well if you want to. Then in terms of the Alex, how can I start a chat if anyone messaged me for purchasing? How I want to know how I can start off a chat if anyone messaged me for purchasing the course. Okay. That really depends. First, you obviously need to have like these things in place. Then after that, you need to have a script or some sort of framework, right? It's also shared in here. Hot DMs. So first, qualify them based on country and occupation or age. Then get into the outcome as soon as you can. Define the outcome for yourself. Then make sure the sales principles are shown or shared or delivered, right? So for example, if you have a lot of results, you can share that in the chat, right? You can also explain the know-how of what you know and do, right? Yeah, so basically what we're going to do with crypto, we're going to exactly show you X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, right? Understand what they are truly saying. This basically goes more into human psychology and appointment setting. Appointment setters aren't like the people who follow a script really good or know how to use a script or how to do stuff. It's the people that know what to say and when to say it, plus they understand people. They understand what people are truly saying. If I'm saying I don't have money right now, I'm saying something completely different. I would say that I don't trust you, I don't know exactly what I'm getting myself into, or I just can't afford the current price. One of those three. But typically, the first two. Because let's say I offered you a Ferrari right now for $1 or for $1,000 and you don't have $1,000 for something else. Would you buy it from me? Probably, yeah, right? You would come up with the money somehow because a Ferrari is worth so much and $1,000 is worth so much, right? So you know the value, right? But if you don't know the value of what someone can offer, then you're never going to perceive, or if you don't position yourself as the Ferrari, right, and have those components in place, no one's going to see that you are the Ferrari, and what people are paying is way below the $1,000, for example, right? So that's how you should position yourself. You should position yourself in the way that you are the Ferrari and not the Opel or, you know, a freaking super cheap car. So Ivadim will make the course for me, yeah. Anyone else, any questions or anything like that? Because it's really important that you do get this dialed down for yourself as well to really understand how this actually works. Let's see if I can share anything else. If you guys want like any specific theme page analysis, we are going to hop off in a few moments. So when upgrading to a professional account on Instagram, doesn't matter what category we choose. I think you missed my page. Oh, my bad, man. Could you drop your... Oh, yeah, here, achievable finance. Cool. My bad, my man. When upgrading to a professional account on Instagram, doesn't matter what category we choose. Yeah, typically it does. I would recommend... I've not done quite too much research into this and tested it out, but I would recommend you do choose the like category that you go into with your page. But typically, I have it as a creator account, so I don't really have to deal with professional stuff. So yeah, I would just create around creator account. Yeah, engage more with your comments. Remix more. Talk more about quotes in this way, in this style, with black and white text. Either someone driving, either some video, whatever. Similar to this, similar to this. If you make this content yourself, like for example the page I shared last time called Success Rule that I own, I will guarantee you can go viral. Not sure where you got all that content from, but like really dial down on that. Don't go into all this well stuff. I would literally just stick to the black and white stuff. Just test it out for 2 weeks straight. Make your own content or repost content. Use the VRSA system, right? So we go in here. You can go to start here. Oh, daily workflow. And you can scroll all the way down. And you'll find VRSA system. Just change my bio on a new personal brand. What was it again? Type the name in the chat. The account on which I was unable to upload the content is finally back, and I'm able to upload the content again on it. Good stuff. Make sure to like really dial down on that, really stay consistent, because otherwise it's just gonna die down. And if you guys feel like anyone else can profit off of these calls or community, feel free to invite them. I open it up. Helping theme page owners start and scale their business, their IG business. Okay, I have no idea what you mean with this. Are you targeting, like, answer these few questions. Who are you targeting? Why are you targeting them? Who are these people, right? Where do they hang out? Where they're from? What age are they? Male, female, why, right? Like the why, what, how questions are so important. DM start to work one-on-one with me. I would say define the outcome a lot more, because if you define the people who you're targeting, it's very easy for you to be able to target a specific group and for them to feel attracted to you. So DM start to work one-on-one with me. you could have something like DMs. Let's say the biggest pain point of someone you're targeting right now, let's say a 9 to 5er, is making money, right? They don't make enough money, or they're not happy with their 9 to 5. Then I'm targeting team page owners, yeah. Then what I would do is DM start to get to a certain outcome, right? To make 1K per month from your theme page, to make consistent 2 to 5K, 10K, whatever, right? Like, you need to obviously have made that outcome already, but like the outcome is basically what those people want most. So the question you should be answering yourself: what does your offer most provide, and does your product fit the market, right? The market is theme page, and your product is your course or whatever it is. If that is a yes, then you need to understand your market very well, also your product, and then you can position it in that way. No one gives a shit about these 2 pages, right? I would skip it. I would take it out, never mention it. You can put it in your highlights if you want to, but typically you can also share it in your, how do you say that, in your DM conversations. You can also combine these two. So 25K plus 18K. So let's say 45K, something like that, or 40K follower network, or whatever it is, right? 14, like, what's your best result? Share that in your highlight or in your bio. Then define the outcome. DM start to replace your 9 to 5 to make more money, to scale your theme page to 10K a month, to learn how to do this, X, Y, and Z, right? Helping theme page owners scale their page to make consistent income, or to monetize their page to make consistent income, right? Like, you really have to understand the basics here in marketing and like targeting and personas and people like that. You can even type in on the internet persona template, and you can create a whole persona around something. I should not upload the stories till I have 1K followers. No, I would not do it. No, I would not do it. Cool. I'm gonna finish this off, guys. If you guys have any last questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next week. And there's also gonna be a random pop-in call as well here and there. In the course, or in the program that I obviously made, I'm also gonna share a module about performance. And literally, if you go through that, your productivity will skyrocket. I guarantee that. I will give you $1,000 if your productivity does not skyrocket after you implement it. So there's gonna be a video in there of like 1 hour or 1.5 hours long. That was also a mastermind I got invited to like 2 weeks ago on Friday, and I've been implementing that same stuff, and I literally got more done in 3 days than in 3 months. And I'm not kidding you. I'm really not. Like, I can show you my to-do list. I checked off like 40 or 60 to-dos in 3 days. Like, what? Just by implementing that, and implementing better sleep, better health, better rhythms and routines, understanding HRV, basically means heart rate variability. Sad that only us are in this call. Exactly, man. But at the end of the day, you're all profiting off it yourself as well. So that's what it's about. And it's also about what you do with it, right? So 6 people are still here profiting off of this, profiting off of free knowledge, which I want to do. But then obviously you applying it is the most important factor. Like, you can listen to me all you want, but if you don't apply it, then it's shit. So, but coming back to it, HRV basically means heart rate variability. So the variability of your heart rate. If you, let's say, put your body on a lot of like tension, pressure, etc. throughout the day, what will happen is that then the HRV will go down, if that makes sense. So you're continuously applying like stress on your body, cold showers, workouts, running, stress with work, to-dos, etc. Meditation, reading, blah, 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 all these to-dos, right? And if you have more, the more you have, the more HRV you're gonna lose. And what happens then is your HRV is basically the indicator of your focus for that day. If your focus is really good, your HRV is super high. And the higher it is, the better it is. So I have this ring, right? It cost me $500 or $400, something like that. And it's an Aura ring, and it basically tracks a lot about your health, your heart rate variability, a whole bunch of things. And I can basically see, based on the information, if I, for example, should take it less easy, or like more easier, or not easier, etc. For example, coffee also, right? I quit coffee like a month ago, and my heart rate variability has skyrocketed, and my focus as well. Right, in the first week it was shit, man. Like, I needed to, like, I've been coffee addict for a long time, but like now it's, it's much more clarity. Getting the message for the course every second. Don't know how to manage them all at the same time. For the course every second, yeah. I'll also go into Meta Business Suite, a way you can actually manage your inbox very easily with labels, tracking systems, and stuff like that. Although people did pay for it a long time ago and a lot of money for it, but I'll show it in the next call. And then if you guys want to have a one-on-one call, you feel free to book it in book a call. Do make sure that you bring certain questions or more specific information to that call, because it's only 15 minutes. Um, and overall, I hope you enjoyed. You can find the performance video pretty soon, and then the recording of this probably after like a few minutes or so, also back into the program. So if you haven't joined the program yet, completely for free, go scroll all the way up in the community, premium, and then sign up. And then from there, you'll see it in the weekly call section. So any last questions? No, don't think so. I hope you guys enjoyed, and type a yes, drop an emoji, drop something if you really enjoyed and if you find it valuable, and also like vouch this call in the community. Encourage other people to join it, because at the end of the day, you're literally the only ones benefiting off of this free stuff. Frosty Dog, unfortunately, you're a bit too late, my man. You can actually watch back the recording of this whole call, the weekly mastermind call, back on YouTube, but also in the course. So you can go to premium and then sign up, and there's a whole free program around how you can start making money online with Instagram theme pages. Instagram theme pages are pages based around a certain topic, for example, fitness, wealth, health, whatever. And those pages basically post content around that topic to then grow followers and then sell a product, service, or something like that to the followers. Very short explanation. Hope you guys had a good one, and drop an emoji, drop something in the chat if you did, and also vouch the call in the chat. Invite other people to the community. Just grow, and you can also like promote the community in your bio or something like that. If let's say you're not monetizing it at the moment, feel free to do so. I'll speak to you guys next week, and there's going to be multiple drop-in calls as well throughout the next days. That I'll start for a quick page review, quick update, quick this. So have a good one, guys. I'm gonna hop in that mastermind, and I'll share your wins as well. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.